Hello everybody, this is Super Tony 5111 making a response video to Liberty Chicks response video. First I'd like to say thank you to my cameraman, Sergeant type, let's call him C. Ardwell. Appreciate it. Also, Liberty Chick, I would also like to thank you for taking the time to make a response video. I imagine we're both adults, we don't have a ton of time, and I thank you for taking the time out of your schedule to make a response to me. A couple things I'd like to address that you spoke about in your video. First of all, I think a lot of the stuff that you're saying in there about what I was saying was either taken out of context or you would straight up put words in my mouth. There was a lot of he believes, he says. You're not here. You can only go off of what my videos say, and a lot of the stuff you're talking about, you really just kind of took it off the far edge. It was almost fun to watch. First, I'd like to make it known that I really, honestly, I don't care about your politics. Okay, my original video was more to address the fact that you were being incredibly insulting to service members and making accusations without any kind of facts to back them up. For example, saying, we cut people's heads off and get paid. I would like to hear the story about us cutting somebody's head off, because I haven't heard it. Or stabbing people and getting a medal for it, or whatever. It's preposterous, and it's hardly worth a response because it's so irrational, but I felt the need to actually say something. I would like to see you actually post some sort of information that's verified and accurate regarding that. Because I'll tell you right now, the military, when it comes to its involvement with civilians, takes it very seriously. And any kind of wrongdoing is very deeply investigated. So I would like you to post something on there to substantiate your claims. First of all, I would like to say that, freedom and liberty are valuable. The military, when the rubber meets the road, we are the ones that are going to make sure that nothing happens in this country that's going to take away your right to post a video on YouTube or whatever else. I know you say, you have inalienable rights as a human being. And as I said in my video, there's people out there that don't respect those rights and would be more than happy to take those from you. I'm sure if you're living in Yemen as a Yemenese woman and you put a video online talking about their military, it would be a matter of time before you were arrested in the middle of the night and taken away. And as far as being appreciative, I would say appreciate the fact that you live in a country where there are people that are willing to dedicate their lives to ensure that you continue to have the freedoms that you have, which I would gladly do. I don't agree with probably most of your politics. I'm not going to get into my personal political beliefs, but I 100% support you having your freedoms and your political beliefs without a fear of someone heckling you in the middle of a crowd and arresting you and tossing you to some jail somewhere where you'll never be seen again. And I think you should be happy living in a country where you don't have to worry about that. I think today's military is just as important as the military in any other part of our history as far as preserving those rights. I don't think that's limited to just the Revolutionary War or the Civil War or World War I or II, whatever. The military is going to continue to uphold those values that we hold dear, and part of that is upholding the Constitution. I think a lot of the anger that you have as far as us being deployed or a budget or whatever is really misdirected. If you have a problem with the budget that we have, take it up with Congress. They're the ones that determine what our budget's going to be or what we're getting paid. If you have a problem where we're being deployed or how we're being deployed, take that up with the executive branch. The president is ultimately the last line of authority when it says, when it comes down to where we are being deployed. I don't get to make those choices. I don't wake up in the morning and say, hey, C. Ardwell, let's go to Afghanistan today. Woo, let's wreck that shit. No, we don't get to make that choice. And our oath to uphold the Constitution is very important. It's important to me, and it's important to the other service members as well. You said that I support unconstitutional wars. You don't know what I support as far as a war goes. I don't even think I mentioned that in my video. I'm not going to get into those beliefs because I really can't do that as a uniformed service member. I get told to go to X place, and I go to X place. If you have a problem with that, really, that should be something you're taking up with your elected officials. You wouldn't be upset at a police officer for enforcing the law. That's their job. If you have a problem with the law, you would take it with the lawmakers and do a grassroots campaign or whatever else to fix it. Not be mad at the policemen for enforcing the law. And that's kind of how I see us here in the military. You talk about my TSA reference. I think you took what I say completely out of reference. I don't enjoy, going through there and having to take off my boots or whatever else, or take out my laptop out of my bag, or, getting my junk grabbed, which I haven't had happen, which I'm sure you wouldn't enjoy either. I understand that there are terrorist organizations out there that are continuously trying to find ways to infiltrate our air transport network. They will continue to do so. They have said that they will continue to do so. Me taking my boots off at an airport for about 3 minutes, if that is to make sure that, somebody else doesn't get on there with explosives in their underwear or belt or shoes or whatever, I am okay with that. Flying is a privilege, not a right. If you really feel that strongly about it, drive to where you're going. You don't have to fly. I don't live in fear of underwear bombers. I live in fear of naive people who believe that nobody out there wants to do you harm. It's the thought process like that results in those things happening. I will make a second part to this video because as my cameraman informs me, I'm coming up my time limitation here on my cell phone. So, with that being said, that's part 1.